2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio review. Impassioned performance meets improved tech. Let's be honest. You don't buy any Alfa Romeo, let alone this high-performance 2020 Giulia Quadrifoglio, for its safety tech, its infotainment smarts, or even its interior furnishings. No, you buy it because it looks like this, and because it sounds like this. You buy it for its heritage. You buy it to not see yourself coming and going. Perhaps most importantly, you buy an Alfa Romeo because of how it makes you feel, whether you're clipping an apex on a racetrack, your favorite canyon road, or that one switchback on your commute. Alfas are not about practicalities, they are about passion. You buy one because you can't bear not to shortcomings and reliability ? Be damned. Once you accept this reality, the Italian automaker's primary job is all about removing justifications for passing by their showroom in favor of the safer, more predictable choices offered by the likes of Audi, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz. For 2020, Alfa Romeo has expended considerable effort sanding down some of the rough edges on its tech and cabin experiences in hopes of converting dithering dreamers and wannabe iconoclasts into buyers. Has the company done enough with this Giulia Quadrifoglio? Let's dive in and find out. Impressive specs. Under its gorgeous, unchanged 2020 skin, the Giulia's powertrain continues to be the same as when it first hit US dealers in late 2016. If you're reading this, chances are you already know the pertinence of range-topping Quadrifoglio model. Just in case you've forgotten, know that this rear-wheel drive sedan features a Ferrari-derived, 2.9-liter, twin-turbo V6, delivering not only 505 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque, but also a 0 to 60 mph time of 3.8 seconds, a time that neatly coincides with estimates for its chief rivals, the Audi RS5 Sportback and Mercedes-AMG C63S. Top speed? Glad you asked, 191 miles per hour. What those, admittedly superlative, figures fail to telegraph is how alive and fizzy this Alfa feels. From the moment you plant your back pockets into its deeply sculpted bucket seats, poke the steering wheel starter button and hear the 6-pot engine bark to life, the Quadrifoglio bristles with energy and potential, somehow managing to feel on the balls of its feet at parking lot and freeway speeds alike. A keen steer. It starts with the steering. Even at city street velocities, it's both insanely quick, 2.2 turns lock to lock, and properly communicative from right off-center to the end stops. Allow me to underline the former. I simply can't recall the last time I drove anything with 4 doors where so little steering input translated into so much directional change. As a direct result, the quad feels immediately and sublimely on the attack when you're hammering on a curvy stretch. In exchange, the flat-bottomed 3-spoke wheel demands more attention, even on flat stretches of freeway and in everyday urban driving. You'll make more small corrections than you might be used to, and there's heightened susceptibility to tramlining on uneven roads. In an era of precise but dead-feeling electrically power-assisted racks and even riding on my early spring testers 245/35 series 19-inch Pirelli Sada Zero winter tires, the Giulia stands out for its alertness and feedback. Way out. That said, if you're the type of driver who prizes isolation, refinement and automation over engagement, you probably shouldn't be looking at the sportier versions of any compact luxury sedan, and you definitely shouldn't be looking at this Alfa. Hold the ceramic brakes. That same sense of vigilance and immediacy is evident in the brakes, too. On display beneath my tester's gorgeous 5-spoke dark finish alloys, $500, you'll find a set of generously sized carbon ceramic stoppers, 15.4-inch discs 14.2-inch aft. With 6-piston calipers up front and 4 out back, these brakes are, frankly, overkill for the street. I've driven a Quadrifoglio with the standard iron discs, and the brakes are still fantastic. These Brembo CCM units cost a wallet-wilting $8,000, and unless you're a regular track day attendee, you're better off spending that money elsewhere. Heck, even if you're a habitual circuit rat, you'd almost certainly better served putting that dosh towards a high-performance driving school and some track-spec rubber and pads. As it is, these brakes offer an abundance of stopping power, though their immediateness takes some getting used to. The uninitiated will dismiss them as grabby. Did I mention these same brakes used to cost $5,000? Porca vaca. Holy shift. One thing worth noting, it might be just my memory playing tricks on me, but it feels like the calibration of the Alfa's ZF8 HP 58-speed automatic has improved since the last time I drove a Quadrifoglio a few years ago. As before, regardless of what mode the DNA Pro drive mode selector is in, you'll find a quick-shifting transmission with calibration that facilitates well-timed gear changes and spirited driving. Even though the 2020 model still has a sensitive throttle, my tester's cogswapper feels happier tooling around town than the last quad I drove. That car's transmission occasionally clunked at slow speeds, as if to passive-aggressively let me know it was unhappy on a short leash. Still one for the iconoclasts. In the end, the 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio continues to deliver singularly superlative, engaging performance while benefiting from a bevy of substantial improvements to its weakest points. While I suspect these updates ultimately won't be enough to lure a whole new crop of buyers into Alfa showrooms, those who were on the fence previously will likely have a much easier time justifying going out for Italian.